I wouldn't suggest watching this video alone, as what happens in it is pretty creepy. Reddit user Sir Squid posted the following video and writes, "My wife and I occasionally hear footsteps when nobody is there, and sometimes this is followed by a rocking chair moving. I set up a motion camera over the weekend and this happened." Now, if the rocking chair didn't stop, I would have dismissed this as fake. Someone could have easily pulled this off with a string and blurred it out with special effects. However, how the rocking chair stopped seems as though someone stood up from it. Perhaps it was a ghost that stood up just to knock over the stuff on the shelf. But as always, I'll leave it up to you to come up with your own explanation. Feel free to share down below. Facebook user Shyunique Legacy was live streaming on Facebook when he captures something unsettling. Take a look.
Oh, I ain't just gonna live shit right here that I just seen, man. I'm telling y'all, it's some weird ass shit going on around this motherfucker, dog. Like, on God, it's some weird ass shit going on around this shit. Like, I'm really just out my mind right now, because I really think I just saw like, I'm finna open my back door and show y'all that the picture came from in the back of my yard, man. Let me see if I can flip this around. That's the exact motherfucking spot now. That's my backyard. I'm zooming in a little piece. This is the exact spot that I just... Hold on.
This wasn't the first time Shyunique has seen the strange entity. He's seen it before, lurking in the trees in his backyard, and took a photo of it. It's hard to make out what's in this photo, but there appears to be something there. But the video he took is the most compelling piece of evidence of this strange entity. Although interesting, it is still nonetheless pretty creepy. It can be such a relief when you capture on camera what many people have doubted to be true, especially those you've told. Such was the case for Reddit user Project Bad, who captured the following on camera. Project Bad writes, "I asked the spirit in my house to knock over the giraffe. No strings or anything, just a straight up response from the other side. I've been telling people for months that things happen in my house that I can't explain, and I started filming my house and caught this."
Yes! Yes! Oh, thank you. Oh. You see that? Fuck yeah.
You can tell by the sound of his voice how relieved he is to have finally captured what's been happening at his place. This is just one of the many strange things that have been going on in his home. He has yet to upload more videos of these strange occurrences, so stay tuned. Kevin Koger lives at an apartment complex that's been there since who knows when. It's been up for a while, that's for sure, and it's for this reason that Kevin thinks his apartment is haunted. Kevin states that he hears strange noises at night, but the creepiest thing he's encountered so far was the following incident he captured on camera. Check it out.
Yo, what the Yo. Bruh? Bro, what the Dude, what the Holy I got goosebumps. What the I'm f***ing out, bro. I'm f***ing out. No f***ing way. No f***ing way.
As you can tell, Kevin is at a loss for words. He makes it clear that this wasn't staged or set up to look real. This actually happened, and he thinks that this might be the doing of some entity. But what are your thoughts on this? Could this be a ghost or an attempt at making it look like one? Let me know down below. Gavin Watts was using Google Earth to explore the catacombs of Paris, which is a place that is known to be haunted. Knowing this, Gavin wasn't surprised to see the following image that was captured. Have a look, it's pretty spooky. There have been many strange things caught on Google Maps/Earth, but this is definitely up there with the rest that are really creepy. But as is usually the case, there might be an explanation for this. Perhaps this might have been the cameraman who was sent by Google to take these photos. Who knows? But one can't help but think that this might be a spirit or some entity. This is the catacombs after all. If you don't know what that is, then I highly suggest you look it up. It's pretty terrifying. And definitely check out As Above, So Below. It'll for sure leave you feeling spooked. Reddit user Notorious went straight to his garage after hearing noises that were coming from there. He was on Snapchat, talking to his fiancée about the strange noises he was hearing. He was sending her clips of the garage in the hopes of capturing something strange. And, to his surprise, he did capture something unusual.
Yeah. See a ghost. I'm not sure if I even believe anymore, but yo, okay, no, what the
Something pushes the sleeping bag off the shelf. Notorious has stated that his dog was at the garage door, far away from where it was at, so it couldn't have been his dog that accidentally tipped the bag over. Others have stated that it might have been a rat that was passing by. Although that might be a possible explanation, I just don't think that's what happened. As always, what are your thoughts on this? It isn't often the case that a ghost takes on the form of an actual human body. Rarely do we see videos of such spirits. We usually hear about them in stories or personal experiences. But this next video might be actual proof of a ghost manifesting itself as a living, breathing entity. Check it out, it's pretty creepy. Kamiata Orange, the person recording this, was dancing in her bedroom when out of nowhere, an apparition of what appears to be a girl manifests itself right behind her. Maybe this entity wanted to make its presence known, and it could only do so through the lens of a camera, as for some reason, cameras can detect what the human eye can't. Of course, this is merely a theory, but I'd be interested in hearing what your thoughts are on this. I wouldn't suggest watching the following clip unless you're fine with looking over your shoulder once every few seconds. In the following clip, someone appears to have set up a camera on a table pointing at the kitchen entrance. The reason as to why it was set up there in the first place is unknown, but later in the video, it becomes clear as to why it was there. Watch this clip and see what happens. A shadowy apparition passes by in front of the camera. The strange activity that might have been going on in this house might be the reason as to why there was a camera. Again, this is purely speculative, but I can't help but think that there have been strange things going on in this house. That's usually the case with videos like these. Regardless, this video is pretty creepy. If you're hiding under your blankets, then good, because this next video is too creepy to see out in the open where it's dark. A child is seen resting in his crib. However, he appears to have been woken up by something. It isn't until seconds later that we see what it was that woke him up. Have a look. Whatever this is, it appears to be observing the child with a deep gaze in its eyes. I can imagine the terror the parents of this child felt upon seeing this video. It would be in their best interest to move or to call an expert who can better handle entities that loom over children in their sleep. One thing's for sure though, I would never leave my child alone in that room ever again. I'm sure you've seen videos of pets that look like people. Most of them are funny, but this one is far from being funny and is probably the creepiest thing I've seen. I don't know who this cat is supposed to look like, but if you asked me, I would say Smarf from Too Many Cooks. If you haven't seen that video, then good. You don't want to watch it. Trust me, it's the stuff of nightmares. Working as a bartender has its benefits, some of which include getting tips and meeting lots of new people. But the best part is that sometimes you'll encounter paranormal activity. Well, such was the case for the following bartender who looked over the following footage from the night before and saw this. Pay close attention to this area of the screen or you'll miss it.
Watch the tequila bottle on the left. See that?
Reddit user Best of Us states that there have been multiple strange occurrences that have taken place at his work. However, most of these occurrences can be explained. Yet, this incident, which was fortunately captured on camera, is one that he can't explain. Maybe it's an actual ghost. Best of Us believes this, as according to the bar's history, a married couple and their kid were found dead in the building during the 80s. On top of that, according to a few stories, there have been a couple of people who have taken their own lives at this place. As you can see, Best of Us is leaning more towards the paranormal side to explain this. I would too, given the history of this place. But what are your thoughts on this? Let me know down below. Thanks for watching, and until next time.